Miscellaneous defaults. We'll now have a look at the following miscellaneous defaults. We'll look at the default project and how that operates, and also we'll have a look at the language option. I've created 3 projects here, and if these 3 projects are assigned different scheduling options, which project scheduling options will they use? If I go to Project, Set Default Project, you'll find that the software has selected Project 1 as the default. What happens now is, because this is the default project, if I schedule these 3 projects together, it will change the scheduling options of Multiple Project Schedule 2 and 3 to be the same as Multiple Project Schedule 1. Let's have a look at how this works. So if I open up just this one project and I go to Tools, Schedule, Options, these are the default. If I click default, you'll see that none of them have changed. These are the default options. Close and schedule. If I now go and open up the second project, this one here, and I open the project and I go to Tools, Schedule, Options, and I change the options. So I'm changing all the options here to something different, and close and schedule, you'll see that it's calculated differently. If I now go and open all these projects together and I now recalculate, what you'll find now is that if I go to Tools, Schedule, Options, you'll see that the options are back to the default. If I now close these projects and just open up the second one, which is this one here, I open this project and I look at Tools, Schedule, Options, you will see that all of these options have been changed back to the default, and this project will never calculate the same again. So what's happened here is that the software, when you open multiple projects together, the software changes the options for all the projects to match the default project. So what are the risks here? The risks are that if you have different scheduling options for each project in a database and they get opened together and scheduled together, those options will change. The other risk is if you send an XER file to a customer and the customer opens up that project and schedules it with other projects, it's going to calculate differently, and therefore the software will calculate their schedule differently to your schedule. So an XER file, in my opinion, cannot be a contract document, because when somebody else opens it up and reschedules it, they're going to get a different answer. So the project Set Default project exists in the optional and professional client, but this does not exist in the web, and what you'll find in the web is that it does not change the scheduling options of other projects, and it uses the project at the top of the list. It uses the scheduling options of the project highest up in the list. So you'll find that the web and the optional client may calculate differently, and when I wrote this book I checked these on version 8.2, and the software sometimes changes as you go through versions, but have a look at that and check it on your own software. Next thing we want to look at is Tools, Set Language. When you set the language, you can change the language to a different language. So for example, if I want to go and change it to Chinese Simplified and OK, what you'll see now is that I do not see Chinese Simplified language here. This is because I haven't loaded up the Chinese character set. So let me now move to a different copy of P6 where I have the Chinese character set loaded up. Now I'm in a different operating system now, and if I go to Tools, Set Language, and I now select Chinese Simplified and OK, because I have the Chinese character sets loaded up, I now see the menu mainly in Chinese. Not everything is in Chinese, but most of it is in Chinese. You'll also find that if you go to the help file, you'll find that when you use the Chinese character set, that the help is also in Chinese. Moving on, if I select languages like, for example, Spanish, here you'll find again that all the commands will change to Spanish. You'll see the commands have changed to Spanish, the date format and that sort of thing is in Spanish. But when I click on the help file, you'll find the help is not in Spanish. So some languages have the help file translated and some languages do not have the help file translated. My books are available in Spanish My P6 version 8.3 book is available in Spanish and simplified Chinese. If you want to go back, again, I need to go and select English, and now you'll find that everything goes back to English. If you want to show the activity name in a different language, what you need to do is probably create a user-definable field and translate the title and put it into the user-definable field, and then you can have a multiple language program.